Hey, thanks for popping by. This is a video just to kind of show a little bit of an aeroponics type of a situation. There's going to be a pump, there's going to be a PVC down the middle of it, and there's going to be a sprinkler head on the top. I have these out of position for a reason. You'll want to just stack them up. I'm going to put a worm bin in the middle and I'm going to experiment with that, and I'll make a video about it later. But basically, this pump is 5.25 gallons per minute. You're not going to want that, and it has brass on it, which has lead on it. You're going to want little plastic spray heads. You're going to want to put a T in your thing. That's just kind of a lesson learned about this. I used pipe thread paste just to add a few more chemicals. It's probably not necessary for you to do it. Probably you could just screw these in and be fine. There's not going to be any leak that's going to be meaningful in this situation, so that was a mistake. I shouldn't have used that thread tape stuff. These are wood drill bits, not PVC. It really causes a hassle because, as you'll see here, when I drill, it drills and drills and then just punches a hole. And sometimes that hole has a few little extra things that make your caulk job not great, and that comes into play later because I didn't do a great caulk job on this. But basically you're just drilling a hole through all the way through from the bottom to the top. It's technically only one hole if you're going to do two bins, and run your thing through here. With these bins, they're not food grade. They'll break down in the sun. They're red and ugly, but they're on sale. So I'm going to probably paint them gray, which is the same color as my wall, and then I'm going to have my kids color them and draw on them and have a little bit of fun so that they're pretty. So economically, this isn't really ideal. I did a $40 pump, and it's 380 gallons per minute, which is hour, which is 6 gallons per minute. You don't pay that much. I went to a store. I was desperate. It was a mistake. Look it up on Amazon. You can get one that's twice as good for half as much. See right there, and it's adjustable too, and it's just as good. There's really no reason to get taken like I did. So anyway, I'm just assembling it, putting the touches on here. Like I was saying, the bins were $4. The pump was $40. We're up to $50 so that I can grow 4 plants in my living room. Economically, maybe it's not that intelligent, but it's a fun project to do with kids. It's a fun way to get some plants growing in your house. What I'm personally going to do is use these 4 plants as mother plants for a cloning machine. And I'll do a cloning machine build later. Actually, check back to see if I'm done with that video. It's going to be better done than this one. This one I actually just had my kids helping me make the video. So I'm making a drain hole there so that it can drain back down into the very bottom. I didn't talk about it yet. See how it's in because I just cut that PVC you saw earlier and just jammed it in the hole and used like Gorilla Glue. That's not ideal. So instead I took a coupler right here and cut it, and even though it was uneven, it was because of that thing smashes it a little. That's fine. I turned that little drain pipe upside down in it and glued it together with a PVC cement, and then I turned that upside down and put it in the hole and caulked around the hole. I cut little access holes so that I could fill it with water, etc. You don't need to do that. I used the 2-inch net pots, the 51 millimeter. That is a PVC drill bit, so it was a little bit easier to do. The middle hole right there, not necessary. Maybe to look in as an access hole, but no water gets to that because of the sprinkler head type. So I caulked it. My caulking it wasn't great. Ignore that one that's set up there. I was just looking at the structural integrity of it. So here it is running. See, you can see in there. This middle hole gets nothing, but you can see in there. This is where I'm going to put my worm bin. You will want to keep it 100% sanitary, clean, use chemicals for fertilizer, and so that you don't introduce disease to your plants. That was a bad caulk job. It's just leaking right in, so that's great. So these are the net pots and the cloning collars I used, and just to kind of give you a basic idea of how much these things cost or are worth, you know, this 36 site cloning machine comes with a little $10 pump, and basically it's just a 5-gallon bucket with a bunch of holes in the lid. That's my video. Thanks for coming by, and if you stop back on, I'll show you the results of the vermaponics system. Thanks. Bye.